Hello, it's Monday. It's Monday. It's Memorial Day. You gotta take time to remember. I just have a hard time with, a Memorial Day celebration. Like people are like, oh yeah, go shopping and stuff on Memorial Day. I just think it's weird to me because Memorial Day is supposed to be for um, remembering people who are deceased now, who gave their lives for service. And it's like, okay, let's do celebrations and backyard barbecues and call it the first day of summer. I'm just a little weirded out by that, but that's just me. I'm not gonna put my stuff on you. Anyway, hey guys, welcome. Look, I got Instagram going. I got it all going the right way, I think, today. I changed the the sign there, the little thing. Look, I'm in. I'm happy. I'm going with it. I retwisted my hair yesterday. I'm supposed to ask y'all if y'all like it. You can let me know, okay? Um, I don't have that many locks, so I retwist my own hair while I'm watching TV, and so that's what I did yesterday. It's in there. It's done. It's done. I'm letting it be. So this is what you're gonna look like. What you're gonna be seeing for the next couple of weeks. It's just gonna look like this. Me on my big face and some stuff back there. Okay. So I hope you like it. If not, you know what? You're gonna have to wait another couple of weeks. Things change. Everything is temporary. Okay. So if you don't like it, you just go on with it and it'll change, Oh, thank you. Yes, you're starting your lock journey. I love this. Awesome. I want more people on like a lock journey. I'm like, yay! We're all just gonna be like, just locked up. Like it's so freeing. How did you get that background going? It looks great. Oh, that's okay. So your healing light inside that. I think that's Miss Kim there. And good morning, Kim. The background is my logo for the Creatrix Academy, I think for the Soul Alchemy group. And so I just use that. It's a flower. And so I just use it for my background on the stream. I don't know. It let me pick a background. You're asking technical questions that I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer for you. Yes, y'all check out Kim. She's Your Healing Insight. Awesome. I met her and she's just opened up my eyes to so many things and made life better. And that's what I love. I love a sister that's sitting around, we're just making lives better. That's always the goal. But yeah, I think that is my Soul Alchemy Circle logo picture. And so yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, I'm not technically savvy to even tell you how they made that into my background. I have yet to figure out. Every time I press the button, it tells me that I did something wrong. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what happens. So that's where we are. So I appreciate you joining me today, though, on this Monday where I basically just sit around. So the Authentic Creatrix mode is basically me sitting around with as little preparation as I can possibly get away with, going live and discussing my journey as well as the people who I've met on this journey, the growth, the issues I'm having, and just kind of like a way of me just kind of what I call it an act of devotion, where I just come on here every week, because if I don't, I probably won't. You won't see me for months. The YouTube goes down, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting back, starting at square one. But we all start from somewhere. I do these every Monday at 11:11 as a way to get it going. Hey Shay, as a way to get my week going. I also have like a morning meditation that happens in the Creatrix Academy. So this is not like, I mean, I'm up for, a good part of the day normally. Okay, not today. Today I got to sleep in. Tank let me stay in my bed longer. So here we are. You guys are the first people to see me today. So yeah, this week is going to be kind of like weird, right? Because we're ending the month. This is like the forgotten week of May, because honestly, I didn't even know this week existed. Okay, I thought May ended like last week. I'm not gonna lie, time not my thing. Okay, hey Shay, time is not my thing. So I thought May ended last week. I didn't even realize we had this whole week like here. I'm like, all right, I did the fourth week of the month. The fourth week is done, and then here we go, a whole nother week of May. So this is kind of like the forgotten week for me. But on June 1st, I have to tell you this. On June 1st, I have been honored to be able to do a moment of silence at the Hope Dealers Peace Rally that's happening on June 1st at Howard Park. So if you're in West Palm Beach, check it out. I didn't get to go last year, and I was sad about that. But this year, not only do I get to attend, but I get to do the moment of silence. And this is really important to me because, as you know, my son was killed from gun violence. And it's is like, I try to find ways to get the message out there about what community specific, not like just about me, the community. There's so many, like I've met so many mothers who've lost our sons, and the inner city innovators, the Hope Dealers, they're doing this peace rally next Saturday at Howard Park, West Palm Beach. And it is going to honor the young woman who just recently got was killed. What was her name? Kelby McRae. So they're going to honor her. She didn't make it to 25. My son didn't make it to 25. And it's weird. I was speaking to the guy who leads it, and the idea of just trying to get our kids in our communities to 25. Like, there are people out there with so many other issues than just like, like when we start talking about like our first world problems, just understand that there are communities where we're just trying to get our kids to 25. I'm just going to say it like that, right? And so I get to do the moment of silence the moment of silence next week for this peace rally. And so join me, come find me, Howard Park. I think Howard Park is the one south. I feel like Howard Park is down. It's like across from, like, there's like that where they put all of like the ramen noodle bar or something like that. Look, okay, I just go where my AI or my tech tells me to go. I put it in and then I go, okay. But I think it's 12 to 5 next week, Saturday the 1st, Howard Park, okay? I don't have any bowl sessions this week. Again, I forgot the week existed. I forgot. I didn't even know. Wasn't even paying attention. Hey, there's a 5th week in May this year. No bowl sessions, but I have plenty of open sessions if you are wanting to get like a private bowl session or a tuning fork session or an energy healing session or a divine path reading session, which brings me to this. If I have worked with you in any capacity and I have helped you in any way, all right, I would appreciate it if you could leave me a review on my site or on the Heal Not Me site. Like, it works, okay? Just DM me. I need reviews, okay? I feel like I've worked with enough people now that I got to be like, hey, I need a review. Anyway, I need reviews. And if you submit a review, I don't care if the review is great or stellar or not. Just be honest, be authentic with your review of how we work together. And if you send a review, I will give you a free 20-minute Divine Path reading once you DM me. So DM me that you did the review, and then I'll give you a 20-minute Divine Path reading. And that's because I need reviews. Your girl is out here trying to pimp for reviews now, okay? Because what I do is not like what other people do. It's not like I'm changing tires, right? It's not like I'm babysitting, you know? Did you get your kids back okay? I didn't dog walk for you, you know what I mean? And the things that I do aren't like what people would just come to mind and say, hey, I need this. So I have to get other people who have worked with me to give a review so that people who may not have even been thinking about it will say, hey, you know what? I like her. I want to, work with her. So that's it. Okay. That was that. Cause I have free opening. I have a lot of open spaces this week. Hope Dealers, Peace Rally, Saturday the 1st, 12 to 5, Howard Park. I'm going to end up doing like a post on it, but I'm just honored that I get to do the moment of silence. And then Sunday, nothing, okay? Then Sunday's my grandson's birthday. And I'll be like, happy birthday, little Zai, So that's that. Or I think Sunday, you know what? Saturday might be my grandson's birthday. I don't know. Oh my gosh. It might be one of them two. It's Saturday or Sunday. It's one of his birthday. Anyway, he's turning 6. And super excited about that. I have a 6-year-old grandson. What the fuck is that about? Right? Like, what is that? Anyway, so anyway, I'm gonna, go find my grandson, hang out with him. And then next week, I promise I will be back on the game. I'll know that the calendar exists. The first week of June, I know I have a sound bath on that Sunday. I think it's like the 9th. I'm doing some sound baths for the co-working space that I vibe with. Shout out to 1909. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some sound baths there. I think I start one next week. Oh gosh, like we have the beginning of our group, the Soul Alchemy Circle, starts next week. If you're interested in something like that, go ahead and DM me. If you're on my mailing list, then you know about it. And it's a way for me to work with a bunch of people because I stopped one-on-one coaching. Like I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on, and if you were here for a live, you heard it. I'm going to focus on sound and vibrational energy, healing, which is the tuning forks and the sound, the crystal bowls, my pyramids, all of that, the energy work, which is, my Reiki adjacent work that I do. And I'm going to just work on the Creatrix Academy. So that's just putting in the courses, putting in the building the community. So that's where I'm at. And in the Creatrix Academy, I did put a Soul Alchemy Circle. And Soul Alchemy, just in case you didn't know, Soul Alchemy is like basically taking like the lead of your soul, the shit that you did not want to deal with, our traumas, our soul wounds, the crap that we've had. We all have something, I'm sure. And then learning and the process of alchemizing it, which is basically when people talk about turning lead into gold. The alchemy process, it's that magical process that happens. We're basically taking a co-creative stance in moving these things from soul trauma from soul wounds to, something over here. I say wounds to wisdom. I don't know. I like it. I'm here for it, trauma to transformation, whatever. Okay. Pick what you like. But anyway, to get us to over here as a group of people who are working through it together. And it's actually using the principles of alchemy, okay? And it's kind of exciting because whereas I've done it before on like a one-on-one basis, this is like the first time I'm bringing in a group We're all doing it together. So I'm excited about that. Anyway, uh, so that starts next week. The 6th, I think. Like 6/6. I think it starts next week. Um, there was like some numerology involved and when it was going to start. Because I think it was like June 6th and then the 24th year, which is the 6th. So I think that's where I went with it. Look, don't just go online and find it. My brain's not going to tell you where it is. I'm not going to remember. I didn't write it down. But it's there. Anyway, 15 minutes in, ready to go in on summertime, the blessings and flow. Okay. So if you were with me on Friday, and if not, look, just go find it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I just post the whole thing on YouTube. It's like 35, 40 minutes. I'm not going to put it on Instagram. I'm not going to put it on like, it might be on Facebook. I don't think it's on Facebook. But I know for a fact that it's on YouTube. So you can find it on YouTube. But on Friday, we discussed that there's a gap in between accepting something and then like surrendering to it. What do they call it? Where I did take notes on this one. Hold on. Yes. There's the gap between acceptance and surrender, right? And in that gap is where like the whole grieving process goes, right? And to get from accepting something to surrendering something, we go through this grieving process. Not my stuff. This was Kurt Blackson, okay? And who, by the way, I've gotten pretty far in his book. I'm just going to sidetrack. Pretty far in his book. You Are the One. And I feel like we have like a bond. Like he wrote the book that I would have written, honestly. Like I would have written that book. I'm glad he wrote it. Not gonna lie. I'm glad he wrote it because I'm pretty sure if I would have wrote it, you guys would have thought I was crazy. But I think that crazier than you probably think I am now. But I think that it's a great book. And it's so motivational. It's so inspiring. And it's basically keeping me on my toes. It's definitely getting me, in that questioning phase of, where we have to continuously question, what are we doing? Why are we here? What is our purpose? Are we working towards that purpose? Okay. So anyway, Kurt Blackson is the one that originally I heard speak about the gap in between acceptance and surrender. Okay. And acceptance is where we're just like, okay, it is what it is. This is what it is. Okay. Surrender is when we get to that part where we've opened our heart to the idea of the growth of it all, right? The part where we've decided something is going to change me for the better, having gone through this whole experience. Okay, so that's like that surrender portion. And in surrender, there's flow. Hey, Barbara, there's flow, right? So this is where the flow. Hey, Terry, this is where the flow comes in on my little signage right here. Okay, today I would like to talk about flow. Why? 2 reasons. One was I got the upside down sun. I got the reverse sun in my cards this morning. It made sense. Got to talk about it. Okay, and the reverse sun in my Secrets of the Ancestors cards it's a clear indication that I don't feel flow. Like right now I'm in a temporary stage where things are just not the way that I would want them to be right now. I'm working through, I'm at the end of the tunnel, if I can say that. It's definitely been a tunnel, and like the last 2 months have been kind of crazy and a little dark, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so the upside down, like the reverse sun is that things are temporary, right? But to see the blessings in it all, right? To see where can I grow from all of this? to understand that not everything is going to be peachy, and when it's not peachy, we are still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. What am I gaining? What am I learning? How am I able to incorporate this into my transformation? And how can I then use that in the future? How is that going to help me get forward in the future? If that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, that's what happened. It's got the reverse of the sun equivalent card. Okay. Um, and I'm like, yes, it is true. I do feel somewhat, there's like an anxious kind of a feeling because I am not, like, I know it's it's like when you see that game at the arcade and you just put the quarters in. Okay, so like you go by that little table and there's like all them quarters, right? And then like you see that there's like so many quarters and it's like the quarters are like on the edge of the table, and you just feel like if you just put one more quarter in, like all of the quarters are going to just like push over the edge and you're going to like kind of win the jackpot. Okay, so it's a feeling like that where I see it, I know it, I feel it, I believe it. Okay, I know that we're at the edge. I know that like the quarters are there. I know the blessings are there. I know that it's all there. The work is, that I'm putting in, the quarters that I'm putting in. I know that it's coming to fruition. It's on the precipice. We are at the edge. Okay, I know this. I understand this mentally. Okay, mentally, I get this. All right. On the other side of that, right, there is that almost anxiety. It's not even like a real anxiety anymore. It's like it's a nervous sighted, right? Where it's like I know it's happening. I know it's coming. I can feel that I'm doing the work. The work is happening. I'm putting in the quarters. Okay. I don't know how many quarters it's going to take. Is it this one? Okay. No, it's not this one. All right. How about this one? You see what I'm saying? And will I get to the part where the the table just like pushes all of the quarters out and I get the jackpot, right? And the answer is yes. Like the answer is always yes, guys. Okay, come on. The answer is always yes. Yes, I will get to the part where if I've put in enough of the quarters, the table eventually pushes out. But then the question becomes, how long do I want to sit at this table putting in quarters? How many quarters do I have to put in? Will I need to get more quarters? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like all of these different things to start coming on this side. And you know what? Maybe it is the mental side, because the soulful side feels like it's gonna work. Divine timing happens. I mean, things happen in their own time when they're supposed to happen. I'm here because I'm supposed to be here. You're watching because you're supposed to be watching. The quarters are being put in because they're supposed to be put in. And I just have to see the blessings of it all. That's what the card said. You're not seeing your blessings. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I can see where maybe I'm not seeing my blessings. I mean, I can see that. I try, I do feel like I do try. But I think that what happens with us, especially like if you're working on creating something, is that we get so caught up in what we're seeing, like visually, as far as our creation goes. Is this perfect? Is this how I want it? When a person logs in, what are they seeing? And how come they're not seeing what I want them to see? Right? Did that email get sent the way that I wanted it? Was the intention received that I wanted to send in that email? Um, you know, I'm when I'm doing these community sessions, and like one person shows up, am I still seeing that one person for the blessing that one person is? And if nobody shows up, am I still seeing the fact that I had a space where I could go and present my offerings, and that maybe this just wasn't the day for anybody to show up, but where is the blessing in this? I had a space, I had the offering, I was prepared, and the ears will eventually hear it. You see what I'm saying? The blessings are there. And even when you feel like shit's just getting too crazy, right? Just like I mentioned in the beginning of this live, some of us are working in communities where the goal is just to get our children to 25 years old. So if you're not in one of those communities, consider that a blessing, right? If you have no issues waking up in the morning and knowing whether or not, for outside extenuating circumstances, that your child will leave the house safely and make it back safely because nothing is really wrong on your end, that's a blessing. Now, regardless of where you live in an apartment, a one-bedroom studio, or you're on your mom's couch or whatever, that point doesn't matter. Because if you're safe, that's a blessing, right? If you're able to see this, I'm going to already tell you that if you're able to see this, you're already in the top of, and I mentioned this before, but you're already in the top of the wealth chain, okay? Because that means you have some sort of computer. I have something in my eye. You have some sort of computer, some sort of device, some sort of phone. You have internet access. You have electricity. Okay, you had some sort of power source. All right. You had some sort of internet access, and you were able to read enough to see, find it, and get here. That's like 10 blessings right there. You know what I mean? So it's a mindset thing. It's about, okay, are we seeing the blessings? Okay. And that's all in that gap, right? The gap between acceptance and surrender, right? And that's the goal, right? The goal is to get to surrender, right? So that we can get back to flow. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing. Hold on. Let me make sure I want to make sure I kept both the chats open. All right. The chats were open. Cool. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I really do. I hope it makes sense. And if it makes sense, just let me know. Leave a comment and I will come back. I am always, like I said, I post the whole video on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. I post the whole video on YouTube. It ends up there sometime. I don't know when. The magical posting fairy for my live stream posted on YouTube sometime between today and tomorrow. I don't know. It's there. Okay, it just ends up there. I don't really put the whole thing anywhere else. And so I would say follow me on YouTube. Go find me. There's nothing. Look, YouTube is free. You can follow me for free on YouTube. Okay, it's Asia Stormborn. I'm the Soulful Creatrix. You can find me on YouTube. It's easy. It's free. Anyway, outside of that, then find me on Instagram for there's just the quick shit. Okay, like I think that's what Instagram is supposed to be for. I don't know. What else? And we can discuss this, like I said. And again, if I have worked with you in any capacity, I'm just gonna put this out here again one last time. Any capacity, if I've worked with you, helped you, we went through, we discussed, we did some type of coaching, some type of counseling, whatever. Leave me a review because I kind of need the reviews. I do need the reviews. I'm not gonna lie, and I will give you a free 20-minute Divine Path reading. Okay, and that's pretty much that. You can DM me on Instagram, Asia Stormborn, for more details on that. until next time, which I guess is going to be Friday on this week that I totally forgot existed, I'm wishing you nothing but love and peace and many continued blessings. And come find me on Saturday. I'll talk to you later.